shape layer. Let's add some lines for the midribs and veins of the leaves. The lines won't go beyond the shape's edge. Okay, we've learned how to use the Alpha Lock quite a bit. We now know what it does and its limitations. Let's move on to the clipping mask. Add a new layer and rename it to Clipping Mask. Now, let's create the shapes first. We'll do easy flower shapes. Use the same brush. One more here. Okay, let's fill them in with color. Now we have the shapes of our flowers. But wait, don't set the clipping mask for this layer. Add a new layer first, then enable the clipping mask option on the new layer. I'll rename this layer to Color 1. You'll notice that there's an arrow pointing down to the flower layer. Let's paint it. I'll use a yellow color. Do you notice that the color doesn't go beyond the flower's borders? They'll look something like this. I'll add some pink on the tips as well. Take a look at the layers. You'll notice that there's a separate layer apart from the main shape layer. The good thing is that we can change the color, brighten or darken the colors, adjust the hue and saturation, everything without affecting the colors of the main shapes. You can even erase it. Let's do another layer. Rename it as Color 2. Enable the clipping mask as usual. When using the clipping mask, if the arrows are pointing down to the other one like this, it means that the flower shapes are still the main layer. It won't change the shape of the main layer. Let's try it. Go back to Freya 0.8 Pigma brush. See? The main shapes are still the flowers. Okay, this is how it looks. You can also swap the position of these two layers. Whichever layer is above, it will appear on top of the other one. If we disable the clipping mask, this is how it's going to look. The colors are outside the flower's boundaries. Enable clipping mask again. Okay, that's about it. We now understand how it works.